गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल एंड आदाब। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? इट्स अ प्लेजर टू सी all of you. Some of you have joined on day one, so I can see the similar people who are serious in transforming their public speaking skills are here, and I can see a couple of new faces as well. Thank you very, very much for joining in for this course, and it's a pleasure to talk to you again. And I would like to ask you, how many of you have attempted your day one exercise? How many of you have attempted your day one exercise? Deepak,
Yeah.
Rajkumar. Yes. Gracie Malhotra. Gracie, were you there yesterday?
No, I was not there yesterday, but I have seen the video which was shared on YouTube.
Okay,
And
awesome.
yeah.
Did you find some value? What were your takeaways?
Yes, sir, it was really valuable, and I have tried to put I have shared PDF also in the group with along with the exercise data.
Excellent. Yes, I saw that PDF. So I think it was from Nancy. Are you Nancy or
No, I'm Neetu Malhotra.
Neetu Malhotra? Yes,
Yeah,
Neetu
Gracie is
Malhotra.
my nickname. I don't think yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
fair enough.
my system's name is Gracie, so that's why yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
these
sir.
days we keep our computers' names also.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's fine,
Yes.
no problem. Thank you very much. Yes, Rajkumar, how are you? Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Sharish.
Hi, good evening.
शरी मैंने होमवर्क तो नहीं किया बट आई सॉ योर वीडियो एंकरिंग वाला है ना 25 मिनट्स वाला एक वीडियो है
Okay,
आपका
okay,
दैट आई सॉ एंड वन मोर वीडियो आई सॉ एंड
okay.
आई
So,
टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर नॉट डूइंग द होमवर्क बिकॉज हियर आई एम एज अ स्टूडेंट
okay,
तो एक
okay.
स्टूडेंट को अपनी गलती जल्दी से मान लेनी चाहिए फिर सजा कम मिलती है
That's very nice of you. Completely fine. और यहाँ कोई सजा नहीं है. The idea is that we all should come in the discipline to
Yeah.
adapt the new skills which we want to learn. So I want to understand what were the takeaways with on the videos which you saw.
सी जब मैं वो वीडियो देख रहा था ना सारा क्योंकि मैं स्टेज एंकरिंग करता हूँ पहले भी कई सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ तो आई फाउंड कि इनमें से कुछ चीजें मैं पहले से कर रहा हूँ बट आई वॉज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ दैट बट उसमें से कुछ चीजें बहुत अच्छी लगी जो ऑडियंस को कनेक्ट करने का था दैट वाज रियली ग्रेट और बीच में एक पॉइंट वो आया था कि एंगेज करने के लिए यू कैन गिव सम गिफ्ट्स एंड ऑल दैट और एक बहुत अच्छा टेक अवे ये था कि उनको कोई ना कोई एक्टिविटी करने के लिए करते रहें सो दैट वो कनेक्शन जो है वो लंबे समय तक बना रहे
Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Rajkumar ji. Lovely. Okay, so anybody who would like to share what was your experience in doing the exercise yesterday? कल मैंने आपको सभी को I gave you some exercises and have you attempted the same? It's fine if you have not, but if you have, how was your experience? If you would like to share, let me invite you by your names: Mitesh, Shubham, Neil, Major Singh. Why don't you switch on your cameras? What is the second thing you are doing right now if you are not here? And if you are doing that second thing, I propose you do that second thing only. And if you are here, then I propose you should be here only. Keep your cameras on. This is one of the biggest mistake we all are doing. That's why we are not able to achieve things in our life. इसीलिए हम लोग अपने गोल्स अचीव नहीं कर पा रहे लाइफ में, इसलिए हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे. हम एक ही समय में बहुत सारे काम करना चाहते हैं. एक समय पे एक ही काम होता है. मल्टीटास्किंग का मतलब होता है अगर आपके हाथ में 4 काम है तो आप प्रायोरिटाइज कैसे कर रहे हैं, पहला कौन सा, दूसरा, तीसरा, चौथा. चारों एक साथ नहीं हो सकते. That's absolutely not how our brain works. तो आप यहाँ पर हैं, I urge you to be here 100%. तभी आप यहाँ से कुछ सीख पाएंगे. I'm here to give back lot many things to you. आप जितने स्मार्ट क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं उतना ही स्मार्ट जवाब मिलेगा. I am not one of those coaches जो इधर उधर से बात करके निकल जाते हैं. I am one of those coaches जो straight बात करते हैं, बिल्कुल straight, bang on. I'm looking for those questions. If you can ask, if you are dare to ask, I am dare to answer everything in front of you today. And mind you, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you. I do these things in my premium sessions where I charge so much. But here I'm inviting you because I'm here to build up something on my mission. And that's why I'm interacting with you. Some stupid fellows don't understand why we are doing this. I am doing this for Hindustan. I'm a nationalist. I believe in India. I believe in you, I believe in India, and I always feel that there's a lot more to happen in India. I'm doing this as an Indian. Some people won't understand my responsibility and my giving back to the society. They will never ever understand that, and I'm absolutely fine with it. Otherwise, it's a beautiful Sunday evening. I would have enjoyed this evening with my family. Why the hell I'm wearing this suit and tie over here and sitting in front of you and talking here in English? I mean, I could have enjoyed my life. It would be very relaxed, very casual. You got to think that twice what I just said, and then if you can think that what I'm saying is making sense, then let's get into this. Because what I'm saying is all coming by heart. Okay, perfect. So now I would like to start our today's session. Anybody who would like to say, add anything? If you are not doing exercise, it also signals me that probably you are not that serious. It signals me. Okay, and if you are attempting the exercise, it signals me you are serious. Like Miss Malhotra was not there in the session. She saw the session, then she completed her task. I saw that PDF. It was very well compiled PDF. Now, to me, that is seriousness. I saw a couple of other people doing the exercise yesterday itself, couple of questions, and then after that, they are sending the chats. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you very much for your association and making sure that whatever has given to you has been given to you. You are doing that on time.
Sir,
Okay.
can I say something
Yeah, sure.
with your permission? Actually, sir, first time yesterday I had realized कि जो मैंने I think English और हिंदी कुछ भी use कर सकते हैं ना सर, उसमें तो कुछ problem नहीं.
No problem. Yes, you can use Hindi and
तो
English.
जैसे कल हमने
Hindi is the 4th largest language spoken in the world, and I don't understand why people feel shy to speak in Hindi. हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं. Let's be proud of it. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. तो सर कल मुझे पहली बार ये रियलाइज हुआ जब मैंने अपने फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज दिया ना, जिसमें हमें ये पता लगाना था कि कितने टाइप ऑफ पब्लिक स्पीकिंग है. तो मैंने ये रियलाइज किया कि मोर देन 90% जो भी हम काम करते हैं, चाहे मैं जॉब कर रही हूँ, चाहे मैं बिजनेस कर रही हूँ, मेरा कम्युनिकेशन स्किल तो हर जगह मैटर कर रहा है. मतलब कोई बेयरली कोई ऐसी फील्ड है जहाँ पर स्पीकिंग की जरूरत नहीं है बेसिकली. मैं कोई भी मतलब 16 कैटेगरीज मुझे वहां पर मिली. मैंने नेट पर थोड़ा सर्च किया, R&D किया, तो आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड कि ये कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि अगर हम अपने आप को कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं कर पा रहे अगर हम, तो मुझे कितना भी नॉलेज हो तो मतलब इट इज नॉट सफिशिएंट फॉर मी. तो मेरे को लगा कि ये मिस बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए.
Absolutely. And just to add on what you said, there are so many fields right now. A lot of people are doing jobs, they are doing businesses, and I've been training a lot of people. And most of the people have amazing ideas. They are doing excellent innovations. But the challenge is they are not able to present that idea.
Yes.
They are not able to convey that innovation. They are not able to express that information in the way it should have been done.
Exactly.
And that's a very big failure actually on their part.
Yes. Exactly.
So if you are good at some idea, if you are good at innovating something, if you are good at creating something, but if you're not able to express it, it is as good as not being created.
Exactly.
Because people will never come to know. The people who come forward use effective communication, use their public speaking skills, art of expression, storytelling. They are only the people who others remember. Otherwise, the scope of you becoming famous, getting growth in your career, and achieving heights in your businesses is slightly difficult. You got to be a leader, in short.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Now, yeah, anybody else would like to say anything? Anybody else would like to say anything? Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to start. Yeah.
Good evening, Shariji. Actually, I have tried to come with the task about today, but thing is, as it is a Sunday, so I have busy with some other schedule, and that's why I could not give some time here only. And as I'm working as a trainer, so I'm working with ITI, Industrial Institute. So there was a exam schedule for my students, and I was busy with them only. That's why I could not give some time here.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
So friends, most of you have this query yesterday when I asked you a question. And I asked you about how many of you want to learn public speaking and what are the areas which you want to improve. And most of you have given me one query. Can somebody type that in the chat box? What was that query? Most of you have asked that one query. How can I create content? Is that right? How can I create content? I can speak, but I don't get the right words to speak. Is that right? That was the query by most of you. Most of you have asked this query. Some were able to say it directly. Some were saying this indirectly. Some of you were saying I'm not able to express the right sentences, or sentence formation is not happening when I want to speak. Do you remember that? Most of you have said this. So today I come up with the solution, and I'm going to take you through a small presentation. I request you all to kindly please be on mute. So please be on mute, everybody, so that I can start today's presentation. I request my team to please make sure that everybody is on mute. So I'm going to talk about principles of public speaking. And I always say one statement, my dear friends. Public speaking is the royal road to self-confidence. How many of you agree? Just type in the chat box, agree. Public speaking is the royal road to self-confidence. How many of you agree? Just type in the chat box, agree. It's a royal road to self-confidence. It's the way of confidence. It's the way you see confidence coming to you. Confidence. Confidence. What a beautiful word. Confidence. आत्मविश्वास. अगर इंसान के पास आत्मविश्वास है तो वो जिंदगी में कुछ भी कर सकता है. And I'm here to say something. Public speaking is equal to confidence. And Tony Robbins says one thing. In public speaking, if you have competence and you do not have confidence, you will never be able to succeed. But if you have confidence and you do not have competence, you will still be able to succeed in public speaking. What a beautiful thought. So I'm going to talk about how you can create confidence in public speaking. It's not going to be a big list. It's not going to be an exhaustive list. It's going to be a small few points which resonated with me in my life, in my experience. And I'm going to talk about that one by one with all of you. The first and the foremost principle of public speaking is whenever you are giving a speech, it should contain only one idea. It should not have 3 ideas, 4 ideas, 5 ideas, 10 ideas, 15 ideas, 20 ideas. No, it should have only one idea, one single idea, only one idea. If you're delivering one talk, if you're delivering one speech, you're on the platform, you're on the stage, people do not expect you to speak so many ideas. You can give them call to action, you can give them thought process, you can give them thoughts to ponder upon, but the key, the main, the central idea has to be single. It should not create so many ideas. It should not give birth to so many unnecessary ideas, which will actually end up audience defocusing upon your talk. It has to be one single idea, just one single idea. If you are creating a video, if you are doing any public speaking talk, make sure that whatever you are talking, whatever references you are giving, whatever stories you are sharing, it should connect with one single idea. If you can do this, welcome to the world of public speaking. It's a hard thing to do. It's a skill. It's something which you need to practice upon, and that's why you are here. And today I have some surprises for all of you. And I'm going to reveal those surprises today because I want all of you to not just speak. I want all of you not just learn, but I just want that all of you should speak also. How many of you want to speak? How many of you want to speak? Just type in the chat box, I speak. I really want you to speak. I really want you to perform. I told you yesterday, public speaking is a performance-based communication task. You got to perform. you cannot escape from the performance. This is not a theoretical subject. It's a practical subject. Whatever I'm doing right now with you, it's a theory, because theory is helping you to clear the concepts. The conceptualization is important. So I'm helping you understand the conceptual methods. However, it's very, very important for you to create some videos, do some public speaking. And if this can happen within this course, I believe you've got a fair chance to create your confidence. And cherry on the cake is, if you will create the video, I will be evaluating those videos. I will be telling you where you're going wrong, how you can improve, what are the areas of improvement. How many of you want this to happen from today onwards? Just type in the chat box I. Because this is something which is going to help you. It's not the theory. It's not just watching what I'm speaking. It's about the practical implementation. It's about the execution. It's about how you can create your own speeches. Create your own speeches. My second principle is, what you don't say is as important as what you say. Just think about this. If I give you one topic today, let's say the topic is contribution to India, and you are supposed to speak on the topic contribution to India. Now, if you have decided to speak 1, 2, 3, 4 things or 5 things or 5 main points in that topic, you have got the chance to say something on that topic, which also means parallelly that you have skipped out a lot of things and you have selected only those 4 or 5 points. And it also tells me as an audience, as a listener, that whatever you want to say, you just said that. And whatever you have not said is also something which you don't want to say. So what I mean to say is, don't get confused. What I mean to say is, what you don't want to say is as important as what you say. It simply means sometimes there are so many perspectives which we are supposed to share. It can be negative, it can be positive. And many a times we leave the negative perspectives aside because we do not want that thought process to prevail in that very moment. And that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely okay. So there's some guy, Avinash, who is drawing this on the screen. Avinash, can you please stop doing this childish things over here? I request the co-admin to remove Mr. Avinash right away. Let's not. Mr. Avinash, please don't do that.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, please leave the group right now. I think you have acknowledged. That means you have done it intentionally. How dare you do that? You got to answer this.
Sorry, sir.
No, you please leave the session right now. It's my request.
Sir, kindly repeat the second point, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming to that, Pranav. Thank you very much for helping me divert my attention. So the second point is, what you don't say is as important as what you say. It means that if you have a perspective to share, if you have an idea to share, and you do not want to share few things about that idea, you're sharing only few things which you feel that audience is going to take benefit. So I take this as an example that there are positive sides to one topic, there are negative sides to one topic, and you are just focusing upon the positive side. You are leaving the negative side, which is absolutely fine. As a speaker, it tells me that what you don't want to say is absolutely fine, because that is something which you have done wholeheartedly and you're doing it consciously. That is something which you do not want the audience to understand about you or understand about the topic. But in totality, what you don't say is also as important as what you say. That's what it means. It's little profound, and if you just think about this, it's very, very important as well. My third principle for public speaking is, whenever you are sharing some proof, whenever you are sharing some facts, when you share any fact, you got to give the source. So when you say source, what does it mean? It means According to recent studies by Forbes, it says that 85% of the people in India face the problem of glossophobia, which is the fear and anxiety of public speaking. Now, in this statement, I have used one relevant proof, which is according to recent studies by Forbes India. So I'm clearly mentioning the source to you. So that's exactly how you are going to share your facts backed by relevant proof. Now, this is my favorite one. I've seen so many speakers who are on the stage, but they don't respect the time given to them. If you are given 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes, I strongly feel that you should speak within that time frame. How many of you agree to this? Just type in agree. If the organizer, if the host of the event has invited you to speak and the time of your talk is 5 minutes, you have to finish your talk within that 5 minutes. If you agree, just type in agree. Time is the greatest asset. Time is more valuable than money these days. And it's the same with everybody. You have no idea how being a listener put in so much of effort to understand what the speaker is saying. And if you are not giving the right value and following the right timeline, you are disrespecting the audience. It's a clear signal of disrespect if you're not following the timeline. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Don't dare to be in that mindset. Always respect the time. If you have 5 minutes, speak under 5 minutes. If you have 3 minutes, speak under 3 minutes. On an average, a speaker, a conversationalist, an individual speaks 100 words to 140 words per minute. So if you are speaking 100 words per minute, that means in 5 minutes you can speak 500 words, which means if you can speak 500 words in 5 minutes, you should not go more than 450 words. Which means if you are giving a 5-minute talk, do not exceed more than 450 words in 5 minutes. Simple formula. There's also a method how you can find out your words per minute speed. I can tell you that maybe in some other session, but I'm giving you a thumb rule. 100 words per minute multiplied by number of minutes will help you understand how many words you have to speak. Just minus 10% of it. Just minus 10% of it, and that's exactly the number of words you should speak within that time given to you, allotted to you as a speaker. Was this information useful to you? Just type in the chat box useful. So if you are going to a school, you have been invited as a speaker in a school, a college, and they want you to share some ideas, thoughts. And if they have given you 15 minutes, now how many words you are going to prepare? Just type in the chat box. A school or a college has invited you as a public speaker and they want you to speak for 15 minutes. As per the rule which I just explained to you, how many words you should prepare for? Not more than that. 100 words per minute is the calculation I told you, and you have to speak for 15 minutes. 15 multiplied by 100 is 1500 words. And I've said always deduct 10%. So 1500 words minus 150 is equal to 1350 words. Now the equation is, if a college or a school has invited you as a public speaker to present an idea for 15 minutes of time, you should not exceed 1350 words in your script if you are going by a script. That's what I want to tell you today. Is that clear, everyone? Absolutely. Gurnaz has, I think most of you have typed the answer. Very good. So I've just checked into the chat box. And that's exactly how you calculate. So this is the mantra if you are following this script. Now, there are different ways of using the talk without script and with script. We're going to talk about that later on. But right now, I think you have understood what I want to convey to you. Now, another important factor or another important principle is public speaking is never about perfection. And I've seen some of the people are facing perfection syndrome. How many of you face the perfection syndrome in your life? इस काम को perfectly करना है. And I can tell you, since I have done human psychology study also, people who are into artistic work, people who are into leadership roles, people who are into analytical roles, they have this perfection syndrome very subtly created in their brain. And they really want to do everything with perfection. Even if I invite them to record a video today for a talk of 2 minutes, they will keep on making a change unless until they feel that this is a perfect video now. And let me tell you that perfection will never come to you unless until you will start believing in yourself. Unless until you give yourself the chance to explore yourself freely. That freedom will never come to you. Never. And that's exactly what I want you to understand today. Always keep that in mind. In public speaking, there's nothing called perfection. It's a complete myth. I'm not perfect. I'm just passionate about my subject. And if you are passionate about your subject, if your subject is digital marketing, if your subject is graphic designing, if your subject is blogging, if your subject is internet marketing, I think Mr. Abhinash is doing this nonsense activities. Is he here? Mr. Abhinash, can somebody please remove him? I request Kara to please take care of this immediately. Coming back, so if you are into any field of your own expertise, you have a chance to deliver your ideas, but these ideas can only be delivered when you are feeling confident about it. Now, if you have learned a lot of things from author Sherry, I have taught you so many things about public speaking in this course, and probably in future also you will take more courses and you will learn so many things about public speaking. But the moment you will arrive on the stage, visualize yourself right now that you're going on the stage and now you have to speak. Guess what? Nothing will work in that very moment what you have learned in the course if you do not have confidence. Nothing will work. All my tools and techniques will go in absolute vain. It won't work. It is the confidence in you which will work first. Confidence will give you the activation of your brain chemicals, the neurowirings in your brain. And then you will start thinking that I have a fair chance and I stand today in front of these people to inspire them, educate them, inform them. I teach you one formula right now, and it's a very good formula which every public speaker should learn. Do you want me to share that formula with you? Just type in the chat box, BIO, bring it on. BIO, bring it on. Only 5 people. Okay, now more messages are coming. So the formula here is now you are a public speaker. You should have always 3 objectives. Inform the audience, educate the audience, and inspire the audience. IEI formula. Just make sure that you're noting this down. Now, if you are given a chance to speak in any gathering and you think, what should I say? How will I prepare for my talk? How will these people feel benefited from my speeches? This question will definitely click on your brain. In that very moment, just tell that I'm here to inform them, I'm here to educate them, and I'm here to inspire them. Inform about the topic. Let's say your topic is digital marketing. So firstly, inform them what is digital marketing. why digital marketing is important in their life, how digital marketing can help in their careers and boost their revenues. Then second is educate. Educate them about digital marketing, which you feel in that very moment can be helpful for them. Ah, Mr. Deepak, don't do that. What is this nonsense going on? Why you people have joined in this course here? Deepak, who's Deepak? Just throw them out of the group. Excuse me, please. Deepak is here. He's here, this chap. Just remove him right away and make sure that these people are not going to be part of the WhatsApp group anymore. Stupid fellows. Wasting their time and their career. Okay. So I was talking about digital marketing and I was talking about the formula called IEI. Let me write it over here again. Sorry for the inconvenience. Inform, educate, and inspire. So this is the IEI formula. So when you are educating somebody, educate them about your topic. So in this example, we have taken digital marketing as a topic. Educate them about digital marketing. So if you're talking to a group of kids, talk as per the kids' mindset. If you're talking to a group of senior citizens, talk as per the senior citizens' mindset. Educate as per them. If you're talking to a group of professionals, CEOs, CXOs of the companies, talk as per their mindset. Always keep in mind that whatever you are educating, it is as per the audience level. Kara, can you please check somebody's on unmute and yeah. Oppo CPH 2269. Now the third one is inspire. Now, how will you inspire somebody? If your topic is digital marketing, your whole objective and your sole objective should be that either they are using digital marketing, either they should start using some tools of digital marketing, or either they should connect with you for digital marketing. Inspire them. So inspiring them means to help them take the action. So it's a call to action trigger. Sima, who is Sima? He's again doing some nonsense things. Sima. People are so irritating. Sima. It's a fake name. Like these are spammers. Remove them right away. Thank you very much. We are out now. So IEI formula is inform, educate, inspire. Oh, by the way, there have been so many disturbances and people are just attempting that they can distract, but I won't allow them to do that. Okay, IEI is inform, educate, inspire. How many of you have understood this formula? Inform, educate, inspire. Just type in the chat box, understood. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Now let's proceed. I hope you're enjoying the session and you're liking the session. There's still a lot more to come, and I'm going to share a few ideas and techniques now with all of you.
Everything starts from what all you need to do. Public speaking is never about perfection. It is always about self-confidence, right?
आप म्यूट कर लीजिए सर, आप जो भी हैं. दिनेश नहीं, कौन है ये? I wanted to see who's doing it.
चैट में क्या क्या लिखा है?
अरे Oppo CPH 2269 से कौन है? जरा आप एक मिनट अनम्यूट करके मेरे से बात कीजिए जरा. आपका क्या नाम है? Oppo CPH 2269. क्या नाम है आपका भाई साहब? आप मैनर सीखिए. आप यहाँ प्रोफेशनल सेशन चल रहा है, आप ऐसे ही कुछ भी आके बोल रहे हैं बीच में. आपको नहीं अटेंड करना, आप हटाइए. रिमूव देम, straight away remove them. No questions asked. Unnecessary. All right. Yeah. So Are you ready to transform yourself? Are you ready to transform yourself in this journey of public speaking? And I want to say one thing right now. I just want you to take this pledge with your heart for your own self. Don't take it for me. Don't take it for anybody else. Just put your right hand, keep your right hand in front of the camera and bring it to your heart. Where's your heart? Just, yeah. And I commit to myself that I will transform in public speaking. Just speak this line. I commit to myself, speak after me. I commit to myself that I'm going to transform my public speaking skills. I commit to that. Thank you very much. Now, this one small activity which you have done for yourself is very special, because when you do anything by heart and when you take the power of heart, and the most important and the most powerful organ in your body is heart, not your mind. If the heart will start beating, your mind cannot work. So it's not the mind, it's the heart which is the most powerful organ. And if that stops beating, you will not be able to do anything in your life. You're finished. And if that same heart is used for taking a pledge, that means you are committed with the most powerful organ and you are committing to yourself. So thank you very much for taking this pledge. And I welcome you all to this journey of public speaking from good to becoming a great public speaker. And that's my promise. If you follow the ideas, strategies, techniques, tips, I have transformed many, and you are going to be in that list very soon. Now, what all you need to do for public speaking? 3 things. Number 1, you need to learn the methods of public speaking. Number 2, you need to learn the techniques of public speaking. And number 3, you are going to learn the art of modalities. Methods, techniques, modalities are very similar words, but technically very different. So these are the stems of one branch. I'm going to talk about one format, but everything in methods, techniques, and modalities starts from one word: authenticity. Authenticity. Authenticity is the word which will help you connect with people and which will help you create memories. I remember I saw a speaker back in 2017. He was wearing a white color shirt, he was having white color hair, and he was wearing relaxo chappal. And he was a chai wala. A chai wala written 30 books. And if you will Google it, chai wala written 30 books, you will get the information. You will get to know about the person who I'm talking about. He has been covered by BBC also, and he was there in front of me. And he spoke something on the stage. And before him, there was a speaker who is well suited, booted, absolutely dashing, wearing amazing clothes, speaking very good language and very formal English language. But nobody clapped him. Nobody acknowledged him. But when this guy came, he spoke about his failures as an author. He talked about his story, that how he became a chaiwala and how being a chaiwala, people used to hate him and create racism with him. When he spoke about those real stories, he was very authentic on the stage. And right after his stories, everybody respected the way he has turned his life around from a tea vendor to an author of 30 books. And that, to me, is a great example of authenticity. When you are doing public speaking speeches, always make sure that you are authentic. Just type in the chat box, I am authentic, if you resonate with what I just said. Authenticity is the game.
I am authentic.
Yeah, just type in the chat box. I know you are. Just type in the chat box. Authenticity is very, very important. It's the
Yes,
key
sir.
to your success in public speaking. Yeah, keep yourself on mute, my dear friend. So now that you're authentic, I want to share one formula. If you come into the authenticity world, you automatically gain access to 2 more elements. Authenticity is equal to confidence plus engagement. Confidence you automatically receive when you're authentic, isn't it? and engagement you automatically receive with the audience whom you are talking in front of. So when you start yourself on a stage, when you start believing in yourself as a speaker, that now you can share everything about your journey, everything about you as a speaker, you are authentic. And the moment you are authentic, you will see that you are connecting to confidence and engagement without any time, within no time.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So, अगर टाइम ज्यादा नहीं उन लो तो मैं एक चीज यहाँ पे पूछना चाह रही हूँ, ऑथेंटिक होने का मतलब यहाँ पर ये हुआ कि जब भी हम कुछ बोलने जा रहे हैं तो वो हमारे से कनेक्टेड होना चाहिए. इज इट? मतलब
ऑथेंटिक का मतलब ये होता है कि आप जो भी चीज खुद कर चुके हैं, आप उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. You're on mute.
अभी आप सुन पा रहे हैं? हेलो.
Yes.
या मेरा कहने का मतलब ऑथेंटिसिटी से ये मतलब है कि जब हम कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं, किसी भी बारे में, किसी टॉपिक के लिए बोल रहे हैं, तो वो टोटली मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू होना चाहिए, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए उस चीज को लेकर.
Absolutely. Absolutely. यही मतलब है इसका. और तभी वो कॉन्फिडेंस और ऑडियंस एंगेजमेंट आता है उसमें, क्योंकि लोग आपका वर्जन सुनना चाहते हैं. लोग ये नहीं सुनना चाहते कि किसी और ने क्या किया था. लोग ये सुनना चाहते हैं आपने क्या किया था, आपने उस समय को कैसे देखा, आपने उस समय को कैसे एम्ब्रेस करा, आपने उस फेलियर को ओवरकम कैसे किया, आप उस डिफिकल्टी में कैसे बिहेव कर रहे थे. People want to learn that formula. People want to understand that formula from you. If somebody raised the hand and I will request you, why don't you just type your name here? Samsung SMS908E. I think you're on mute also. Why don't you type your name? Yeah. You're still on mute. I've asked you to unmute. Can you please unmute yourself if you want to speak in between? Yeah, M.I. Khan. I'm not able to. I think still you're on mute. Yeah, now you're on unmute. Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I joined little late and that I was not aware. That's why it's, something is happened. So just I wanted to know that how we can overcome our fear, because I'm little shy person and I'm facing lot of the stage, not a stage with the colleague meeting, which is 400, 500 people, sometime 50 or 100. I am not able to speak in that platform because of that fear. I'm not able to overcome that fear. I tried a lot.
Sure. So just to answer you, I have covered a little portion of the same in my day one session. So I would request you to watch that recording in case you were not there yesterday.
Yeah, I was not there.
Yeah, so you can just check out. And I'm going to talk about the same on day 3 or day 4. That what are the key strategies on how you can overcome public speaking fear. So I invite you to be a part of those sessions.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. So let's move forward now. And I request if you have anything to say, just park in your notepad and I will come back to you towards the end of the session. Is that fair? Because it just disturbs the flow of the session when you speak in between. So don't do that, I request, unless until it's very, very urgent. You can just type or you can just park a question in the notes. So different formats of public speaking. What are the different formats of public speaking which we see around us? The first format is, okay, how many of you go to a temple? You go to a temple, right? I'm sure you watch a priest, the head priest over there. I'm sure you go to a Sikh temple, you go to a church, or you go to a Hindu temple. You see a head priest, a panditji, a head granthi, or somebody over there. And they address the people, the devotees over there. We also call this as Sangat. And this is a great example of public speaking. A head priest talking to devotees. It's a format of public speaking. That's one. Second, a news anchor. A news anchor is using the source of media and broadcasting to share information with the world. He is using voice modulation. He He is using content, he is using his body language, and he is absolutely in connect with the audience. This is another format of public speaking. How about a news correspondent? He's also using public speaking format. He's just passing on the mic to different people. It's a format of public speaking. How about a spiritual leader addressing people in a hall? It's a format of public speaking. How about a YouTuber? A YouTuber. How many of you have YouTube channel? How many of you create videos? A YouTuber is a format of public speaking. An individual addressing to the kids in the school, in the college, in the or any institution is a format of public speaking. A political leader, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Minister of your state, addressing the public, a political speech, it's a format of public speaking. So there are various formats of public speaking, my dear friends, and that's what I want you to understand. Start understanding the different formats of public speaking around you, and you will see some great changes. You will see some amazing things. Start understanding about the formats around you. Can you all hear me? Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I'm sharing the screen now. So we just spoke about the different formats of public speaking. Now, everything is fine. But what to speak? सब कुछ ठीक है, पर बोलना क्या है? What to speak? And that's a question. This question haunts you in public speaking most of the time. That I'm ready to talk, I can speak anything, I speak to a lot of people, what I have to speak? Like Mr. Khan was just sharing moments ago that he wants to share a lot of things, but he has fear of public speaking. And sometimes fear of public speaking also comes to you when you are not prepared as you should be. It is just not about that jittery feeling. It is just not about that low confidence. It's just not about the deficiency of vitamin D. It is about how you want to connect to people. It is about your preparation. It is about you knowing your content. So I'm going to make you understand something very, very important today. And are you ready for this? How to create content for your talk. This is the most important, most highlighted question of day one. And everybody was asking, sir, please tell me how to create content. How to create content. If you are ready to receive the bundle of information now, just type in the chat box ready. And I promise you that you are going to receive a lot of information now. In next 10 minutes, you are going to really be on a different level, on a different journey. Because you are going to learn how to create content for your talk. I see somebody tapping Chandrayaan 3. Oh, good one. Lovely. With all respect, I'm a proud Indian. Lovely. So how to create content for your talk? Now, here is the information coming on your screen. I have done a lot of research on this subject, by the way, and I'm coming to a very fine framework for all of you, which is going to be very easy for you to remember. Are you ready for this? So the first pillar of the content creation tool is upbringing. I want you to start talking about your childhood. अपने बचपन के बारे में, अपने चाइल्डहुड के बारे में बातें कीजिए. आपका सबसे ज्यादा कंटेंट, more than 25% of the content which you speak in front of public will come from this place. Upbringing. The stories about your mom, about your dad, about your childhood, you playing cricket, you playing football, your friends hitting you hard, your girlfriend betraying you. It can be anything. And you will get a boyfriend betraying you, probably. I can see some females also out here. It's the other way around as well. But what I want you to understand is start getting into your upbringing. How people have helped you share your experience becoming better, probably. It can be anything. Talk about your childhood. Talk about your college days. Talk about your school days. Talk about when you were fond of some sports, when you were active, music, dance, art, anything. Talk about those days. Can you see so many thoughts triggering your mind right now? If a lot of thoughts are triggering right now in your mind, just type in yes. Thoughts triggering: childhood, music, art, culture, sports. When you connect to upbringing, you will trigger so many thoughts. This is my first framework. If you want to create a lot of content, use upbringing as a tool. Second is reading. All the great leaders are great readers. And I want to invite you to this journey of reading books. How many of you read books? Just type in the chat box I. And how many of you are reading books about the subject which you want to become in next 5 years? आप अगले 5 साल में क्या बनना चाहते हैं? अगर आप उसके बारे में किताब पढ़ रहे हैं, ऐसे कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पर? It's an important question to ask yourself today. Whatever you have achieved so far, good for you. And whatever you want to achieve in next 5 years, are you reading about that? If you will start reading about that, I promise you, whatever time it's going to take, it can reduce more than 50% of the time if you will just get to know about that subject, what you want to achieve. Reading will give you an access about the information. And as public speakers, we are in the business of information selling, information promotion. Yes, you heard me right. Write down these words. We are in the business of information promotion, information selling. You are literally selling information when you are talking as a speaker. What am I doing right now with you? I am also promoting information. Isn't that true? And as a public speaker, you are doing the same thing. So do not forget, reading will give you great amount of content. It will give you perspectives. It will give you narratives. It will give you stories. It will give you ideas. It will give you references. So many things. And don't read novels. Don't read fiction books. It is all imagination. Read about the real things. Read about the leaders, the autobiographies. Read about the self-help books, motivational books, personal stories of people who are achievers. And that is how you're going to increase your reading abilities. Was that useful? Just type in the chat box. Very useful. If you find it inspirational, just type in the chat box. Inspiring. Reading can change your life. I remember there was a time in my life when I was going through some very bad phase, and I read more than 1,000 self-help books in that journey. I'm a fond and I'm an avid reader of books. And reading is just not about books. Reading has changed its meaning. You can start reading about small things on Twitter. Do you have a Twitter account? Start reading about the stuff on Twitter. Reading का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपको पूरा पेज पढ़ना है. Sometimes it's boring. Reading is just about remaining connected to the ideas and thoughts of people. And you can easily do that, achieve that in today's time, thanks to social media and internet, by following people on Twitter. Follow the people whom you like, read their thoughts, and you will learn so many things. This is one way of reading. Third pillar is experience of life. Start talking about your experience of life. It will give you a lot of content. Every success in your life comes from experience. Listen to this carefully. Every success of your life comes from experience, and every experience comes from bad experience. Bad experience. And I'm here to invite you. Why don't you start sharing about your bad experiences? It can help your audience create credibility in their mind for you. It can help your audience connect to your failures. It's a great way of connecting your audience. It's a great way of creating authenticity when you start sharing experience of life. Start sharing experience of your life. Start sharing experience of whatever sports you were in. Start sharing experience of the youth. Start sharing experience of your office. Start sharing experience of your business, your startups. Start sharing experiences of things happening around you, your relationships, your connections, your networking. You will get so much of content, I promise you on that. Are you finding this useful? Just type in the chat box, useful. So start talking about your upbringing, your childhood. Second is start talking about books. Start talking about the things which you have read. Become an avid reader. Then start talking about the experiences of life. And the last one, start observing. Are you somebody who get up in the morning, go for a stroll in the park, watch the people, watch the kids playing, watch the trees, watch the nature, watch the sun rising, watch the birds chirping on the trees, observe everything. Nature teaches you so many lessons. How many of you agree? Just type in the chat box, agree. Nature gives you so much of content. Even the flow of water, if you listen, it will give you an idea what is the real voice modulation. आप कभी आवाज सुनेंगे ना पानी की, आपको वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन का मतलब समझ में आ जाएगा. And I mean it. I discovered voice modulation listening to the voice of water, and I can tell you so many things around it. Observe. God has given absolutely free something to all of us, not just a life, but this beautiful organs called eyes. Start doing intense observations. These eyes have better megapixels than your mobile phone camera. 576 megapixel gifted to all of us, absolutely free by God. And goodness gracious me, we are not using it properly. If you will start doing intense observation, you will find a lot of content. वो जो आपके घर के नीचे जनरल स्टोर खुला हुआ है ना, वहां पे एक आंटी या अंकल, एक भैया बैठे हुए हैं. He is still selling something. You're enjoying your Sunday. He is investing his time in business. You are in comfort. He is selling something. Observation. So I'm just trying to trigger ideas. Start thinking about those ideas which can help you. Now, before I talk about how to write the content of your talk, I think I should also check the watch. It's tickling by quite fast. But how many of you are understanding what I'm trying to say? Are you liking this session today? Are you learning something new today? Just type in the chat box new. Type in the chat box new. You see, public speaking is a deep well. You got to learn so many things. You got to understand the fact that you are here to follow a journey, and it's a journey which is important. So friends, I can see the clock is ticking by, but I assure you that I want to give back so many things to you. I really wanted to teach you a technique for your speeches, but I'm sorry, the time is not permitting me, so I will be extending this session tomorrow. But today I have some tasks for you. Are you up for it? And if you are up for it, I'm here to give that to you. I'm just opening that task for you so that you can do something today and you will keep on becoming better. Here we go. So the first exercise is start watching one video from our YouTube channel. That's Author Sherry Public Speaking Coach. Watch any one video because my subject is public speaking and communication, and I have created so many free content videos over there. Just watch any one video and share your top learning from that video along with the link in the group. That's your first task. The second task is I want you to chat with one of your close friends, sharing about your experience on anything. Just talk to them on a video call. It should not be a voice call. And by the way, there is an updated feature on the WhatsApp. Now you can share your screen also on the mobile on WhatsApp. Do you know that? And just like you can share your WhatsApp audio, you can also share a WhatsApp video message also from the click of a button. Just a long press on the audio and you will be able to send a video message. It goes in a circle. The third one is create a video of up to 2 minutes using the subordination technique. Well, I was about to share, Mitesh is saying I have no close friend. So you must be having some good relative around you, or a girlfriend or somebody else. Let's go and talk to them. That's so sad that you don't have a friend, and I wish you will have a friend very soon. I bless you. Okay, so I want you to create a video. Forget about the technique. I just want you to record a video, a small video. Oh, Rajkumar is offering you a friendship, by the way. Go and have friendship with Rajkumar. Thank you, Rajkumar. What a great, kind man you are. Now, coming back to the last task, I want you to record one small video of 2 minutes on your favorite topic. Do not exceed the time, just 2 minutes. That's it from my side. I'm excited, thrilled, and always keen to give back to the society, to all of you. And I have only one intention. Money is always a byproduct. I have just one intention. I want you to become great, effective public speakers. That's the only objective I have. And please bless me that I will keep on moving in this mission with all your blessings and best wishes. And I will keep on doing the work which I'm destined for. And I also want all of you to achieve your transformation and achieve your results. And I'm here to help you. I'm not leaving this place without helping you. We have connected for a reason. I always believe in one thing in my life. People meet for a reason. And if you have met me for some reason, seeing our Facebook advertisement, that's absolutely fine. That's God's way of telling, go and meet this guy, talk to this guy, maybe he can help you. And you're here to explore. And all I'm saying is, let's stay connected for life. I'm not greedy. I'm a human being. I'm kind. I'm compassionate. I'm a giver. And if you like these qualities, feel free to connect. Feel free to ask. I will help you. I will see you tomorrow. And I want all of you to complete these exercises. And I request Kara to share these exercises in the group. And whosoever is spamming in the group by any chance, is teasing you and asking you money or doing some nonsense things, I request please report it in the group. And I have 2 legal advisors also on board. They will take care of the business. Don't worry. Don't even worry. And I have 2 people who are there as group admins. They will take care of everything. You don't have to worry. Just report in the group. We'll take care. Thank you very much. Namaste. It was a pleasure talking to you. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time.